What about a Goop as ever collab with your friend Meghan Markle?
Collabs are always good. People love a collab. So thanks for the idea.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I genuinely do not understand this.
I feel like you two are very similar brains, though, and I feel like that collaboration would mesh well. What has your friendship with her meant to you?
Well, she's my neighbor in Montecito, and I don't know her all that well, but she's totally lovely, and every interaction I've had with her has been wonderful. And I just moved up there, so I'm getting to know all my neighbors.
Gwyneth says she's actually open to appearing on season 2 of With Love, Meghan. We were exclusive with the Goop boss, who set out to empower others to be their best selves at the Mindvalley Manifesting Summit. That's where she shut down any haters of her controversial $75 candle.
Before you launched a candle called Smells Like My was there a part of you that thought, maybe I should start with lavender room spray?
That product is so fascinating because we were messing around with different scents one day, and I smelled something, and I was like, oh, that smells like, I was joking. And then he was like, oh, we should make that a candle and put it on the site. And I thought he was kidding. And I was like, yeah, definitely. That sounds like a winner right there. And then all of a sudden, it was literally on the website. And then we broke the internet again. I kept it on the site because there is an aspect to women's sexuality that I think we're socialized to feel a lot of shame. And I sort of loved this kind of punk rock idea. We are beautiful and we are awesome, and go yourself.
How did you get involved with Mindvalley?
Well, I've heard a little bit about the organization, and then they very sweetly invited me to come and talk today. And I for one actually really believe in the power of manifesting, and so I don't know, it's really sweet to come down, and I got to spend the night in LA last night and see some friends, so it was good.
So this year, 2025, what are you manifesting? What are you calling in? And also, what are you leaving behind? Because that's the thing, when you manifest good in, you have to remove some things in your life as well.
Yeah. I think that's really it. It's so important to really befriend yourself and to get close to yourself. And I think from that place, the right things fall away and the right things come in. So I think for this year, just more of that. I'm in a big transitional year, empty nest, and we left Los Angeles, so there's a lot in transition, and just hoping that things keep unfolding with ease.
Last year, Gwyneth's son Moses left home to attend college at Brown. Her daughter Apple is in her 3rd year at Vanderbilt. Now, the mom of 2 is embracing a new life in Montecito with her husband Brad Falchuk.
You have a smile on your face. How do you feel about this transition? Because transition can be scary, but...
Yeah, I think I'm open to it. I think I've tried to approach the transition without clenching and holding on, and just sort of breathing through the harder parts and just kind of being open to how everything feels.
I cannot believe your daughter is 21 years old. Oh my goodness, how did you guys celebrate her?
She had a bunch of friends up at our house, and we had a pizza party, and she had her first ever sip of alcohol, and some balloons.
I love that she's carving her own way in college right now. How proud are you of her?
Incredibly proud. She's a brilliant girl, and she's hilarious, and she's so kind, and I'm very, very proud.
What do you think is the strongest thing that you manifested into your life?
Wow. I feel like I have so many amazing things that I've manifested. My children and my career and my second career and my husband. I think I've been intentional about learning lessons and then trying to manifest from that place. We are supposed to be all of these things, and people don't like us to threaten the status quo. People don't like us to shift our shapes, step outside the lines. And I think we really hurt ourselves when we don't really listen to the very essence of the truth of who we are, and we don't act from that place. I certainly am guilty of doing that for many years. And I think about the time I turned 40, it was like that knock, that call to listen to myself and be true to myself just started to get so loud.
The big theme of this event is unity. Now, Gwyneth has embodied that. She's embodied unity throughout her life. Conscious uncoupling, for example, she popularized that. She created the mold.
Why did you want to start this community?
Well, I think so much of what the world teaches you right now is so irrelevant. It doesn't teach you how to have healthy relationships. It doesn't teach you how to live longer. It doesn't teach you what to do in those moments when you wake up in bed and you're just feeling miserable. That's what Mindvalley is about. It's about teaching you the things that really matter so you can be the best darn human being you can be.
This transition also means a return to the big screen for you this year. We're so excited. How was that for you? Was it like riding a bike, getting back into film?
It was. I mean, I was nervous before, the first day. I thought, do I remember how to do this? Like, it's been a long time, but it was very natural. It did feel like riding a bike.
It's been 7 years since Gwyneth appeared on the big screen in Avengers: Infinity War. Later this year, she'll bring the heat with Timothée Chalamet, who's 23 years her junior. The two played love interests in Marty Supreme, a 1950s drama about table tennis icon Marty Reisman.
Were you surprised at how viral those photos of you kissing Timothée Chalamet went?
Yes, I was surprised. It was all my mom group chats were really blowing up.
What were they saying to you?
I mean, it was just, everybody was like, oh my God, it was very funny, very funny.
Now that you got back in front of the cameras, do you want to continue making movies in this transitional period?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not making any decisions. I think I'm just going to go slow. I really have my hands full at Goop, and we have a lot of exciting things happening there. So I'm not, we'll see. I never say never. Never say never.
Of course, last summer was Brat summer. Can this summer be Goop summer, and what would that entail?
Yeah, this should be Goop summer. I like the way you're thinking about this.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you have up your sleeves?
Let's see. What would Goop summer be? Just like being, just being true to yourself. That's what Goop summer would be.